Hello gamers, so in a recent update for Phantom Forces, well, not super recent, but pretty recent, they basically made 223 actually super good, and on a lot of guns it will actually give it a extended mag. So as you can see on the M16A3, you go from 30 rounds to 40 rounds. So today we're going to be looking at hopefully all of the extended mags with 223. If I miss one or two, I'm sorry, but this is basically just overall what they do. Let's get into it. So of course I'm going to be starting off with the M16A3. It's literally my most kill gun, and that's true for most people because it's so insanely good. It's just overall the most balanced gun in the entire game. Like, it's just so good at everything it does. Quick reloads, lots of bullets, especially with 223, pretty low recoil, not the best damage or anything, good RPM, all of it is good. Like, everything about it is really good. It's just really good. It's a gun that's pretty easy to crutch and use a lot, and I do use it quite a bit. But yeah, M16A3, we're not going to get too far into the 223 on this one because I actually have a full video on it, a full video on the M16A3, and I use it quite often, so let's just get on to the next one. The M4A1, which with 223 gets an extended mag. The reason that we're doing these two first is because they're the most recognizable, I guess. This one's a little bit weird because it had a 3-hit, and with 223 you lose your 3-hit, but I mean, it could just be a budget version of the M16 with 223. If you don't have that unlocked. I mean, it's pretty solid, but it shoots slightly slower, and I think it does like slightly more max damage, but it doesn't have a very good max range. Like, it only does 32 to 35 studs, and it does 17 min versus like 19 min on the M16. In my opinion, I wouldn't use 223 on this one. 223 on the M16 is just kind of better. What the heck? 223 on the M16 is kind of just better in most ways, just because it shoots slightly faster, has a better 4-hit range. Other than that, pretty much the same. I think this also has less muzzle velocity and does less min. This server is so sweaty. Literally one of the sweatiest servers I've ever been in. Like, the top guy on our team is going 20 and 34, and he's ranked 271. How is this server even, like, how does it even exist? Guns like Scar L, AUG A1, they don't have an extended mag with 223. However, the M16 does, and this one is not going to be that good because it's going to 4-hit to 6-hit, and that kind of sucks. However, 223 on the K2 is an extended mag. However, I don't really recommend it because you lose your 3-hit and your 5-hit all ranges. We might want to find a new lobby though. Now, 223 on the K2, most people are going to say that it's not that good. In my opinion, it's actually pretty good because you do lose your 3-hit and your 5-hit all ranges. No, you only lose your 3-hit now that I think about it. You don't lose your 5-hit, but what you do get is less recoil and a bigger mag, which I really can't tell the recoil difference, but you do get a bigger mag, which is kind of sick. To be fair, the recoil wasn't bad to begin with. I guess it's not really for the recoil, more of just for the mag, I guess. And you can still 5-hit all ranges, which 223 on the M16 can't 5-hit all ranges. So there's definitely reasons to use this. I would give this a certified decent, which doesn't make a lot of sense, you know. It's good. It's not super good, you know. It's not a direct upgrade. Like, you could say it's not a direct upgrade on the M16, and it's not. It's definitely not. It has some pretty big downsides, but overall it's like big mag, very little recoil. It makes it super strong. And on this, it's like, it's still very, very strong. You did 3-hit before, and I think that's my big takeaway here. Let me know in the comments, do you guys like this ammo type? Most people will use it on the K1A, and I'll definitely buy it on the K1A just because K1A is actually pretty interesting with that ammo type. But you did have this pretty crazy 3-hit range of 55 studs, which it's not insane, you know, but it's still really good considering most guns don't have a 3-hit range as assault rifles. Assault rifles are like more for medium range, so they don't usually get a 3-hit because that makes them really good CQC. But this one did, and you lose it, but you don't lose that 5-hit, which is really nice. Still, overall, even with 223, the K2 might still be better than the M16. It just depends on who you ask. Although it still feels like it hits shots a little bit more. Maybe it's like muzzle velocity or something. I don't know, man. Kind of goes. It still feels very accurate, even like compared to the M16 with 223. It would be so cool if the 223 on the FAMAS had an extended mag because you literally lose your 4-hit and your 5-hit all ranges. The FAMAS is not, it's not high recoil at all. It's pretty manageable. 223 on the L85 should actually give you an extended mag because you literally lose your 4-hit all ranges, which is like one of the biggest upsides. 223 on the M231. People actually really like this. And I could totally see why, because what it does is it gives you a 40 round mag and it lowers the recoil, but mostly it's just for the 40 round mag. However, it has some huge downsides. You're probably like, what's the huge downside? Instead of doing 35 to 25, it now does like 33 to 23. What this does is it makes it so you can't 3-hit in CQC anymore and you can't 4-hit all ranges, which is a huge downside. But I mean, the recoil is actually much more controllable, and you get a bigger mag. If you're an M231 user and you use this, let me know. And if you think it's bad, also let me know, because I want to know. Like, is it good? Is it not good? I think, in my opinion, it's not actually worth, but I don't know. At the same time, it's pretty good, so I think it's kind of a toss-up, and I think it's actually pretty balanced. 223 also works on the M4, and I guess, no, that's not actually good at all. It's actually also on the Scar PDW, and actually buy it on here as well, because I actually want to try it out. It gives you a 40 round mag, less recoil, which doesn't seem to make a difference, but you keep your 3-hit and your 6-hit, but the problem is you lose enough damage to where you can't 2-hit to the head anymore, and you lose some muzzle velocity, which is what you do with 223 every single time you put on 223, but like, it's actually not a bad trade-off. See, for this one, I actually could see you using this. It's kind of a toss-up. I might actually use this, but at the same time, it's not a huge reduction in damage. Right, you can still 3-hit, yeah. Again, 223 is just, it gets a certified balance once again, which is super sick. I'm so glad that it's actually balanced. Old 223, not good at all. New 223, pretty good. 223 on the SL8 is cool, but it doesn't actually like give you an extended mag, so it doesn't count, obviously, but it's cool, it exists. The L86, which I'll just spend 150 credits, that's like nothing. Now this with 223 is actually pretty interesting because you lose muzzle velocity, which is a pretty big thing on the L86, but it's still not too bad. Like, it still has insane muzzle velocity. So you lose, I think, your 3-hit CQC, and I guess your 4-hit torso ranges, but you get a 50 round drum instead of a 30 round mag, and less recoil, but also less muzzle velocity. But I think it's pretty good. Like, this might be considered better than the Scar Hammer now. Lower recoil, and a way bigger mag. If the M16 got a drum mag from having 223, it would be a whole different story. Everyone would be using it, but no, it doesn't. However, this does. The final one I want to get to is the K1A, and honestly, this is very, very strong with this ammo type. It gets a 40 round mag, and it goes from a 4 to a 6 hit to a 4 to a 6 hit. It doesn't lose hits to kill. It's not necessarily a direct upgrade because you lose muzzle velocity and I guess a little bit of damage, but it doesn't really affect the shots to kill at all. And you get a 40 round mag and less recoil. It's interesting how they gave this a 40 round mag, but not like the HK416 a 40 round mag, because they both like lose nothing from having it. Because you could easily make the argument, nah, they can't put a 40 round mag on the HK416, it would be broken because it has no downsides. Well, the same can be said for this, so doesn't make any sense. Well, the K1A isn't really that good, so they gotta add something to it, but it's like, you can't. It's the same thing with the 300 conversion. You can't make a bad gun good by adding an ammo type. It shouldn't happen. Kind of goes against everything that this game has created. Honestly, this is a very good ammo type, and if you have the K1A and you want to make it a little bit better, try this out on it. It only costs like 500 kills, so maybe farm up 500 kills. Shouldn't take too long. I don't really like the K1A, but with this ammo type, it is very strong. Yeah, but the K1A is probably one of the few 223 extended mags that's just like very good, because even the M16A3, I love it on the M16A3, it's still not the best, you know? You lose a hit to kill, but in this case you don't, and you get the extended mag, because the HK416, you don't lose hits to kill, but you don't gain an extended mag at the same time. So anyways, gamers, I hope you found this video helpful. If I missed a gun, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.